I grew up in a country town. Every weekend you'd be playing cricket. After school you'd be playing cricket. Everybody wanted a Kookaburra bat or a Kookaburra ball, and it was just a sign of quality. I'm Damien Burke, the Global CFO of the Kookaburra Sports Group, the #1 supplier of cricket balls and hockey balls in the world. We produce about 600,000-700,000 cricket balls a year. 4 companies around the world, 160 employees. The company sort of never sleeps now. It's a 24/7 operation. There's always cricket being played somewhere in the world. Because the company had 4 completely separate platforms, somebody would do something here, and then somebody would do the same thing in England, and then they do the same thing in New Zealand, and then they do the same thing in India. We would have, in the past, the same SKU with different product codes because in, for example, the UK, the packaging might be different. How do you do your sales analytics? How do you do your production analytics? There were a number of things that were really important. One system, multi-currency, multi-country, being able to put it on the cloud, have it accessible 24/7, stable, was just critical. That was a no-brainer.
I'm Melvin Fletcher, Director at Datalinx Computer Systems. We are an ISV partner of Sage. The challenge in Kookaburra is how do we get accurate stock and timely information in with the rest of the system. The Datalinx warehouse management system embeds itself inside Sage itself, and it liberates half the functionality from enterprise management. One of the big things that I see is that we actually illuminate the warehouse.
The Datalinx people, they've been really fantastic, particularly in the warehouse area, scanners, warehouse management. They've had a couple of people in there who've done amazing things for us. We used to have fragmented systems. Now it's centralised. So if somebody's quoting for something, we know that almost instantly. One of the things that really has exceeded our expectations is the productivity in our Corby warehouse. These guys, before we had Sage, were completely manual. Just the processing of the paperwork in the background was taking up to 120 minutes. Now, that cycle, working with Sage, it's taking them 5-6 minutes, even quicker than that. So we're amazed at the extent of just that delivery on one area. That's been a huge surprise. In the year-on-year comparison, our use of casuals were down, our overtime was down, delivery accuracy up. There's no doubt that we wouldn't have been as far advanced and the whole project wouldn't have been as successful if we hadn't been involved with the enterprise management system. The really key thing is trying to find people who can understand what you're trying to do.
When the Sage ecosystem comes together, what it brings is something that is bigger than the component parts. Kookaburra don't have to worry about how do I do my warehousing, how do I do my EDI. The ecosystem allows one business to connect with another to give that bigger story.